Luke here of SimBoxx. Welcome to our Road Warrior series, where we'll be shining a light on the guys that necessarily don't get the acclaim and the attention they deserve. These guys make up the numbers on the shows up and down the country, jumping in last minute sometimes and jumping in at weights that's not naturally suited to them. And we just felt it was right that we give them a little bit of the limelight and a little bit of attention to get their stories out there. The first in the series today, I'll be joined by Michael, Lil Smokes Horabin. Michael, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Not too bad. Can't wait to get back out there, to be fair.
That's it. So let's get straight into it. We've got our 10 questions to get a little bit more of your story out there. We'll start off with, why did you choose to fight on the road?
I chose to fight on the road because I was going to try and sell tickets, but people who I knew who sold tickets was like, people in an with tickets say they'll get them, then they don't. And then, obviously, when I did sign pro with Kieran, he told me that you don't have to sell tickets and you can still make money on the road. And I just thought, money, easy money, boxing, something I love. Why not? It's just straight up simple, show up, fight, no fucking stress of ticket selling. Sorry for the swearing, but it's just simple as.
Absolutely. The biggest and best show you have boxed on?
I've boxed on 2 Sky Sports bills and an MTK bill, but I'd probably say my debut at London 02 against Louis Lynn. So that's possibly the biggest one. Dillian White and Lucas Brown undercard, so it's not bad.
Not bad going at all. Did you manage to catch the main event while you was there?
Yeah, I stayed there with a sore face.
Who's the hardest puncher you faced so far in your career?
Well, when we did the interview on the paper, that was earlier last year. So I had 6 other fights since then, and it's rather Ofer Jones III from America or Jason Cunningham. Both of them 2 can bang. Jason Cunningham's ridiculously sharp as well.
So again, some of these questions might overlap in terms of your answer because obviously certain guys might come under both categories. So who's the most skillful boxer you have faced?
Possibly Ofer Jones or Jason Cunningham. Yet again, he's been a British and Commonwealth champion, hasn't he? So it's possibly Jason Cunningham, the one who I struggled with most. But yeah, I got sparkled off Ofer Jones. Don't bother me.
Again, they might overlap, but of all the prospects you fought, given, in the away fighter role, you tend to fight prospects, but of all the prospects that you fought, who do you believe will go on to have the most success in their career?
Out of all the prospects, I'm definitely going to say Louis Lynn or yet again Ofer Jones because of his amateur pedigree.
Opposite to that question, who's the most overrated prospect you fought when you've got in there and thought, don't believe the hype?
Mace Ruiz. No disrespect to him, but that is possibly one of the easiest nights I've had on the road because he had all this hype of being this good Thai boxer. Then there's videos of him all over YouTube switch hitting, but that's in the Queensbury Boxing League. You stepped up pro and then weren't 4-3s are a lot harder than 5-2s. And especially with someone like me who's arrogant and cocky when I'm in the ring and don't care. And he puts her head off. So it's possibly an easy night. But he's very sharp, but he's overrated from what MTK make him out to be.
Who's your biggest motivation in boxing?
My biggest motivation is my son. But before I turned pro, my biggest motivation was the money. To make money. I see people boxing, like my fellow road over your mate, Jamie Quinn, he seen him making pure money, so I thought, yes, why not? Money's money, innit?
What's your biggest achievement so far in your career?
Boxing live on Sky. It's hard for a journeyman to get on the big shows, especially if you ain't got a winning record. So it's nice just to actually fight on Sky, even if it don't go all your way.
Absolutely. Is there anybody out there that maybe you've been offered a fight or potentially offered a fight and you thought, that's not for me? Is there anybody you wouldn't fight?
Nah, I'd fight anyone. Win, lose, draw, knocked out, don't care. Get me in the ring.
If you could, and you could box anybody and test your skills against absolutely anybody in and around your weight class, who would you most like to fight?
In this era or in any?
Give us one in our era. Give us one in our era and one of all time.
I'd possibly, right, this is going to sound stupid because I'm a journeyman, but Cal Frampton, he looks like ideal fighter. And he's quite awkward as well. And I think he'll struggle with someone like me because I'm not technically as gifted as anyone he's been in with.
Tell you what, you have a bit of shave there. You could be a bit of a doppelganger for Carl.
Yeah, but I'd like to fight him. But if it was on the other foot where I was like an elite boxer, and I'd definitely like put myself up to a challenge any of the best up there. I'd definitely possibly say I wouldn't fight Canelo. Him and GGG are on the levels where now I wouldn't fight, because obviously I'd never fight anyone over that weight.
True that. So that's our 10 Road Warrior questions. The last one, which is the bonus question, is when are we going to next see you in the ring?
I'm going to be in the ring against an MTK show. I can't really say too much with the names, but it should be in May sometime. And yeah, that's at 10 stone. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm back in the gym now, so I've got three hard months of training.
Fantastic. Well, it's great to get that little insight there, Michael. Is there anything you'd like to add to finish?
Not really. It's just that, well, if anyone's out there thinking that about boxing, journeymen, or we just bums with bin men, not necessarily. If it wasn't for us, these prospects wouldn't get where they are now. So people need to take a step back and then think, actually, these prospects a favour. Like me, I come actually to fight. Most of the journeymen come for an easy night and tuck up and move. But when on any day, us journeymen will give it them. So don't ever underestimate us journeymen. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. Well said, Michael. Thanks for your time today. Best of luck in the next fight. I'm sure you'll be busy moving forward in 2021, and we'll catch up again very soon.
All right. Cheers, pal. Nice to see you. See you.